Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and it has been a while since I've uploaded a video, but today I'm coming to you with my everyday makeup routine, updated 2020 style. In this video I'm just showing you how I do my everyday kind of look, kind of looking a little bit more awake for the day, and nothing too crazy of a routine. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and if you want to know how I do my everyday makeup routine, just keep watching after the intro. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit just so you can kind of see my skin. I have left everything that I'm about to do prep wise to show you on camera, because there's nothing more annoying than wanting to see how people prep their skin before doing their makeup, and they come here and they're like, yeah, so I've just done everything, and you're like, where's everything that you used? Anyway, so first thing I did, I washed my face with this new cleanser. Let's see if it focuses. Will it focus? If it doesn't, I will just keep it back here. The ring light is very, very bright right now, but this is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser for normal to dry skin. It cleanses and hydrates without disrupting the protective skin barrier of the face and the body. Therefore, you can use this for your face as well as your body. And it's with 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid, which is really, really good for your skin. So I've just started using this, and I can feel my skin being much more, it's less red, it's better for sensitive skin, which I didn't know I had until maybe a couple of months ago. So that's what I've just cleansed my skin with, and what I'm about to do is just go in with the Bioderma Micellar water or Micellar water, just to kind of get rid of anything left over. Even though I didn't wear makeup last night, but I just wanted to get rid of anything. Just using a cotton pad, I'm going to grab just a little bit of this since it's really gets quite wet really quickly. I'm just going to go over any part of my skin that may have anything left over, and I wear a lot of night oils and night eye cream, so I definitely want to get rid of anything that may be left over so we can start with a fresh base this morning. So let's do that, and I'm going to let it dry for just a couple of minutes before I start hitting everything on my skin. So now this is absorbing into my face. I'm just going to fan it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to use my eyeshadow palette. Do you know when they have those really fancy fans and they fan their face? I don't have one of them. Okay, so this is down nearly dry. Again, I only use a little bit because it's so moisturizing and so rich. I just wanted to let it dry a little bit. Now what I'm going to do before applying on any sort of makeup or anything like that, I'm just going to use the Revolution Gold Elixir Rosehip Seed Oil. It is absolutely amazing. I picked this up from Boots around 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it every day and every morning and every night, and every morning I wake up, my skin feels so hydrated. Like, do you know this part of the face where it shines when you put highlighter on? It does this without putting makeup on, which is amazing. So I'm just going to put a couple of droplets on because you definitely don't need a lot. So I'm just going to take a couple of droplets and apply it onto my face. And the really important thing to do is to press it in and not apply it like that. So just gonna press it in, and it smells so good as well. Okay, so now this is absorbed into my skin a little bit. It feels so nice and moisturizing. I'm going to use my mirror to look into, but I'm still going to kind of just talk my way through it and not try and fast forward too much for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is, the first thing I use in order to get that glow is this product. I'm such about glowy skin. I don't like things looking mattified unless of course you're getting really oily and you need to mattify your face. So what I've been using is, the label's actually starting to rub off of it because I use it so much. It's the Lumi Magique Base Concentrate Pure Light Primer. It's by L'Oreal. It's this little guy here, and all I'm going to do is just take a pump on the back of my hand just a little bit, and I'm just going to use my ring finger and just apply it over here. And what I also do is I do it under the eye as well, just to give it some light, like this. And I'm also just going to look into the mirror so I can actually apply it properly. And I'm going to take it over the lid as well, just so it adds some light. And I'm going to do the same under here. Do it on the top of my nose and just run down. It just adds a nice highlight to the nose and the Cupid's bow as well here. So normally I have eyelash extensions in, but I've been giving them a little bit of a break lately before I get them done again. Shout out to Lash Lounge who does my lashes. I will Instagram link her. And obviously where I've had my lashes done, you probably see it in my Instagram photos. I've got a little bit of a break, and you know what I do? I use the PawPaw Multipurpose Soothing Balm for lips, skin, hair and beauty finishing, and I've actually just been applying that onto my lashes, and I'm not gonna lie, I think they're getting a bit stronger and a little bit longer, so that's good because I know a lot of people's lashes can get really weak with eyelash extensions constantly being put on. You should definitely look after them so they can keep the eyelash extensions on. I'm just applying whatever's left onto my lids. And I'm just going to take that cotton pad I use for the micellar water and just remove anything, because there's nothing worse than putting your clothes on and you've got loads of highlighter everywhere, so definitely remove it from the back of your hands. Okay, so now I've applied this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my concealer to just spot conceal anything. I normally do a little bit under the eyes, a little bit around the nose, and little spot conceals. I've found this to transform the condition of my skin because I'm not putting an unnecessary amount of product on it. So, you know, foundation, a lot of the time you put it all over the face, even in areas that you don't need coverage, and I find it blocks my pores, and I've just found this way to be much better for my skin in general. And I've used a lot of different concealers, and the way that I've come across my one that I use now is through trial and error about, you know, using concealers that clogged my pores. It made me look cakey, and there's nothing better than just feeling as though you look natural but you still feel confident because all your little spot conceal has been covered up. So the current one I'm using is the YSL, I do not want to butcher the name, it's a Touche Eclat, I believe, and it is the colour 3. So my face is actually a bit pale at the moment, so this is a little bit darker, but what I do is I use my bronzer and therefore even out my skin tone. So I do need to get another one of these, but when I got this I was a little bit darker in my face because I'm normally much more tan than this, but the weather here has just been crazy. There's no sun at all, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of this, and I always struggle to get the lid off after I put the highlighter on. It's just like a little pen. Okay, so I'm going to take this under the eye and just do stroking movements. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it's a little bit darker than my skin. I just always press the back as well, since a little bit needs a bit of a boost. Just a little bit like this, and a little bit under the eye here. And I always do it here as well, just like in the corner. Just so you can, because it's always a bit blue in there. I'm not sure if it's just my eyes, but it's always a bit blue. And before I apply it anywhere else, because the thing is you need that moisture to stay in the concealer, so I don't put it anywhere else because it gets a bit dry and then you find it difficult blending it in. So using my ring finger, I don't use a lot of makeup brushes anymore because I find the warmth of your finger actually makes everything blend in much smoother. I use my ring finger and I'm just going to start dabbing. And because we've already got that oil on the skin, it makes everything blend in so much smoother. And be really, really gentle. I'm always really gentle with my eye area because I don't want to have any wrinkles sooner than I need to. And whatever is left, I'm just going to take it on top of my lid. Just a little bit. I mean, I think with me, concealer doesn't really make that much of a dramatic difference because I use that highlighter under my eyes. I'm just going to blend in this side also. Okay, so concealer is blended in. What I'm now going to do is I'm just going to take this, and the best thing to do in order to not contaminate your concealer is to just put everything that you're wanting to use on the back of your hand, like this. I don't know, I mean, you can kind of see it there. And just use the product from the back of your hand. Do not use the pencil on your spots, because all of bacteria or any sort of stuff is just going to go into the concealer. By you putting it all over your face, you're causing more breakouts than you need to. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to take my finger again, and I'm going to use that product to just spot conceal anything that, you know, I may find I need extra coverage on. So definitely around here, because there is definitely some pimples. And as I said, it's a bit darker, but I'm gonna blend it all out with the bronzer, because if I use anything too light, then I'm just gonna look so pale. So I'm just gonna take it on my forehead. I'm just gonna leave these areas here just without anything, because it's, you know, you don't want to not see your skin come through your makeup. You should always leave it looking natural. You know, and another trick is if you've got this really big pimple and it's just one, just make it into a mole. Just get your eyeliner, get your eyebrow pencil, and make it into a little mole. Unless, of course, you don't want to do that. I just find it easier than, you know, putting loads and loads of product on your skin. Okay, so everything is now blended in, and as you can see, I'm just going to very quickly now blend everything in with some bronzer. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the Hoola Bronzer and I'm going to warm up my skin, and I'm just going to use, normally I use the Arrowed, this is a Luxie large angled brush, because it has that kind of angle to it. However, what I find is in order to like make and like use it on your neck, I use this massive, doesn't have a brand on it, it's just a pink sort of fluffier brush, and then I obviously need to wash that. So I'm just going to take the Hoola Bronzer and I'm just going to pat it in, and then I always just flick it off like anything excess, and I'm just going to warm up my face, and I always do the corners, and I'm just going to warm it all up and kind of blend everything in with the concealer. I don't know if you're supposed to blow on it. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't blow on the brush. Why is that? I mean, if any one of you knows, put it in the comments below. And I always take a little bit on the end of my nose, and it's like when they say you do that sweeping motion like this. It kind of warms everything up, makes you, it's when they say you get that sun-kissed glow. And I always, because I always wear turtlenecks, I always just take it down the neck. There's nothing worse than having a massive old line and a massive old line and then nothing being blended. So that's why I like it being a big brush, because if it's a small brush you get more of a harsh line, as opposed to this, it's kind of just, you know, warming up the face without leaving any harsh lines. I mean, I'm not contouring, I'm just warming up my skin. I don't even know how to contour. I know there's like specific ways to contour for like specific face types, however I genuinely do not know how to contour my face. So this is just how I do my skin, my makeup every day, based on what I'm doing. A lot of the time I do not wear makeup, and especially when I have my lashes done, I don't have any makeup on, because the main thing is just mascara to me. Okay, so now I've warmed up my skin. I hope the light isn't too bright that you can actually see some colour in my skin now. And it just means that my eyes are a little bit more awake underneath, and therefore what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take just a neutral colour eyeshadow palette. Normally I don't do this, but I wanted to add some colour into the crease of my eyes today. So I'm taking Barry M in the Buff eyeshadow palette. And there is a lot of quite nice nice colours in this palette. There's all kind of neutrals. There's a little bit of a black there if you want to line your eyelash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take is it going to be a Morphe? Let's have a look. Yes, I'm going to take the Morphe R37 brush. It's this kind of, it's like an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to take this brush and just buff it into the crease of my eyelid. I'm just going to zoom you guys in for this bit just so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to buff it into the crease of my eyes, and I'm also just going to take this colour here. It's like a nude colour, and I'm just going to buff that into the crease. And you see it just adds a little bit of colour in that eye. And then if you want to like deepen it up, there's a little bit of a purple there. I might actually take and put it in on top, just to darken up the crease. I get so scared playing with eyeshadow. It's there's a makeup artist in our town here. Obviously, she's more mobile now. Slay by Sophie MUA. She is absolutely killing the eyelash and the eyeshadow game. She is insane. So I always look at her posts and I'm like, man, like that blend is insane. Do you know what I mean? So doing the eyeshadow on me, I'm always just like, I do not want it to look crazy. So now that I've dipped this into a darker colour, I'm just going to use another Morphe. This is the Morphe M513, and I'm just going to go back into the lighter shade because I've already dipped that other one into the darker one. So I'm just going to use that one in a minute again. I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. I'm just going to use that other colour, again dipping it into this shade here. Is it this shade? Yeah. Do you know when you turn it around and you're like, what shade is that? So I'm just going to use this colour just on top of that normal one we just did. And that's it. So I'm just going to zoom you guys out, or maybe zoom you in, apparently. Okay, so it just adds a little bit of a colour into my eyelids now, and I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And the eyelash curler that I use is actually a super cute one, a rose gold one, because I love rose gold. And I believe I got this from TK Maxx. I did have another one that I got from Beauty Bay, and I ended up just needing a new one. And so I'm just going to curl my lashes before putting mascara on. Do that. Look at the difference. I mean, I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can definitely see the definition there. So what I'm going to do is I don't curl both eyes and then put mascara on, because by the time you do one eye, the other eye's already, you know, it's not as curled. So I'm just going to do it again. Show you the mascara that I'm using. Currently I'm using the YSL, what is this called? Mascara Volume Effet Faux. Apparently it's French, and this is just in the shade black. I just love the packaging as well of these, and it matches the concealer for some reason. So I'm just gonna take this mascara and I'm going to put it on my eye. I always concentrate it at the root, and then it makes everything much more full. Okay, Okay, so I'm just going to do the mascara on the other eye as well now that I've curled it. And again, same process applies. I'm just going to start at the root. Voila. Do you know what? I think this eye actually turned out a bit fuller than that eye. Okay, so with that eyelash situation all sorted, I'm just going to zoom you guys back out. Okay, so now with mascara all sorted, what I am going to do is I am going to just brush my eyebrows up. Believe it or not, I do not fill in my eyebrows. I have taken, let me zoom you guys back in. Believe it or not, I do not do anything to my eyebrows. I've got about 3 years of just growing them out. And what I do is I take a little spoolie that Lash Lounge give me when they do my lashes. So I'm just going to take this, and my little trick is hair gel, men's hair gel, whatever gel. I'm just going to take a little bit of it, very tiny amount, very little is needed. I'm going to put it on the trusty back of your hand, and you only need a little bit because otherwise they just look like they're just going to be gelled up. And I'm just going to very lightly just brush it through my eyebrows, like that. And then by the time I do this eyebrow, this one's going to be set. And I mean, for those of you that are not into the whole brushed eyebrow look, I mean, you guys do you. Everybody's eyebrow shape is different. Therefore, all I would just do is show you what I do in terms of my eyebrows. So as I've just put the eyebrow gel, no, it's hair gel press. As I've just done, I'm going to take the spoolie and just brush it up. Brush those brows up. I actually need to wax them, but I like them bushy for some weird reason. And then you can always go over, they're a bit out of line, so I'm just literally just going to brush them up like that. You can see the difference. Same process applies. Brush up. I'm kind of in that in-between stage with my eyebrows now. I'm like, do I wax them or do I leave them bushy? Lovely. That's literally all I do to my eyebrows. All I do. So with the finishing touches, normally I just put some lip balm on because trusty lip balm, the weather's cold, you need your lips to be moisturised. I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it on my lips. And an alternative to this, if you want some colour, I'm just going to apply this. If you want some colour in your life, there is a second option, pink one. This one is Multipurpose Soothing Balm with natural PawPaw for lips, cheeks and cosmetic finishing with a hint of tint, and it is cruelty-free and vegan. So you can put this on top. I normally, actually I'm not going to use my finger, I'm going to use the brush that I normally use this. This is the Micellar E220, this little brush here. I'm just going to take this brush, I'm just going to apply it. It's a very, very light tint. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing pink or, you know, out there. And what I also do, and what I also like to use, is a lipstick. This is called Blush, and it's actually just an Avon one. I do have a couple of MAC lipsticks, but I'm trying not to use MAC anymore since obviously I've become vegan and it's not cruelty free, unfortunately. I'm not sure if Avon, guys, is Avon cruelty free? Let's check this stuff out. I really hope it is. Avon's not cruelty free. This means that this brand tests on animals or finances animal testing. Some brands that fall under this category test on animals where required by law, which means they're not cruelty free. Therefore, I will not be applying this lipstick. Bye bye. So that just leaves this little bad boy. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more of this, and therefore I'm just gonna remove and chuck away that Avon one. I don't understand, you know, some brands are able to not test on animals and their products are amazing, and you know, they don't have any sort of reactions. I don't know, it's just a shame because that colour was really, really nice. Okay guys, that is the lip. That is all I'm gonna do. So with that being said, I'm just gonna zoom you guys back out so you can, or zoom you guys in so you can see this is literally my makeup. Just a little bit of mascara, brush the brows up, bit of a colour in the crease, of a lip, concealer and some bronzer. And do you know what, genuinely this is all I do when I go out as well. Not that I go out, but if I'm going to like a dinner, I don't do the whole shebang, and that is purely because I think you need to feel confident in yourself, whatever way you look, you know. And I don't want to be over here telling you need to put a full face of makeup on. It's whatever makes you feel most confident. And for me, I've found myself getting to a stage where wearing less makeup makes me feel more confident, and I just know that I'm lazy, and taking off my makeup at the end of the day is such a chore. No matter how much I love skincare, I'd rather do skincare and not have to worry about the whole process of removing the makeup at the beginning. I would just rather look after my skin. So with that being said, I hope this has been an easy sort of insight into how I do my makeup. I wanted to film this because I think my one in 2016 involves a lot of products. I think I'm just going in with the whole shebang. Did I do foundation in that video? I'm not even sure. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me zoom you guys back out because you don't need to be up this close, and I'm sure you'd rather be looking at something nicer. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching this video and taking time out of your day to watch this video. I have got plans for a skincare video to be uploaded. I did film it the other day. However, I've since got some new products that I may want to share with you guys instead. So with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload. Click the bell as well, just so you know when I've uploaded a video. And thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.